That's about enough of that. Life knocks you on your ass. You stand up. Life knocks you on your ass again. You stand up. Sometimes you're a little shaken. Weak in the knees. Worried about carrying forward. Frozen in place because you've been concussed emotionally, psychologically, your coping skills. So you stop moving forward. At all. You freeze. Maybe you don't get up again. Getting up again doesn't mean climbing to the highest societal mountain and being a CEO or becoming president. It means whatever it means to you. Like that old saying, it takes a licking and keeps on ticking, that really old watch commercial. That's human life. That's fortitude. That's tenacity. That's resilience. That's you. It doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down. It matters how many times you stand back up. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to stand back up. And you define what knocks you down through your threshold to cope with life, your coping skills and capacities, whether something menial and small and trivial, wound to the ego, minor insult, someone cutting you off in traffic, whether simple things like that are going to take you to your knees and just devastate you. Not getting that promotion is just going to devastate you. Or the real kicks in life are going to devastate you. Depends on how well you can regulate your own emotions. That's why emotional mastery is an important skill to learn. Because it'll make a kick from life feel like a gentle nudge. But sometimes life knocks you down. It is guaranteed, sooner or later, if it hasn't happened to you already, you're fortunate, it will happen eventually. Don't be surprised. It often comes at the least expected or the worst possible time. It's not how often you get knocked down, it's how often you get back up that matters. Another famous motivational speaker once said, if you can look up, if you get knocked down on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. As long as you can continue to have hope, faith, tenacity, resilience, perseverance, and a desire to continue, you can get up from any blow. You don't have to rise as high as you were before. You define what that means as well. Maybe you're in a better place for having been knocked down. Maybe you weren't in the right place to begin with. These things that we go through that take us aback in life sometimes take us forward. But we're guaranteed to get knocked down, and it doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down or what knocks you down. If it's an abusive relationship, if it's an addiction, if it's a choice you made or a choice the universe made, or a combination of the two. Let yourself off the hook, forgive yourself, don't spend too much time in the misery, in the suffering, in the consequences. Spend as much time as quickly as possible in the recovery, regrouping, and problem solving. The what now rather than the why me. Be the kind of person who always stands back up as quickly as possible when you get knocked down. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Rocky Balboa in Rocky Balboa. Sylvester Stallone. People think that it's the power to power through life, to play the game, that wins it for them, whatever winning and fulfillment and contentment and wholeness means to you. And oftentimes that leads them to material successes and relationships and things that are shallow and they're not fulfilled. They have abundancy and yet still feel empty and fulfilled because they have hard elbowed their way through life after the wrong thing, pushed their way through. It's how much difficulty you can handle, like turning a rock into a diamond. How much pressure you can take, turning a grape into wine, pressing you, and coming out the other side something more exquisite. Because of that pressing and that pressure that you have endured. It's not about your brute force. It's about your capacity to cope and to grow through what you cope through. It ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.